I don't know if you watched the video. I linked it, the G Prime one with the woman on the plane. But you've got this 80-year-old dude screaming at this young woman that she's a Karen. I'm like, wow. Like the boomers have picked up on this.
Wait, hold on. LeeAnn, I'm so sorry. I hope you weren't waiting very long. I'm bringing
cool.
LeeAnn Star, everybody. One of my all-time favorite
I was like,
hotties.
you probably forgot. It's fine.
No. You know what it is? I have to scroll the bottom to see who else is in the waiting room, and I hadn't looked at it in a while, so I'm really sorry.
I wasn't here. I didn't have a link. I was on Zoom, and I'm like sitting there like, wait, is this wrong?
Okay, I'm sorry. You didn't miss anything other than my nail fight story.
Oh, okay, cool.
So here is the cartoon that Lauren was talking about. This is G Prime George. He's a great guy, and he's an awesome cartoonist. It says, sir, you're supposed to wear a mask indoors. Oh, this is a Karen saying it too. I think this is him. Don't need one. I'm vaccinated. Thanks, though. And then she's sweating and looking dead. We're in this together. Ugh.
Yeah, we sure are.
The quote tweet video below is like that literally happening in real life.
Did you guys see this? Okay.
This audio on. You gotta see this.
All right, so let's play it again.
Yeah, put your fucking mask on. Who invited you to come drink your ass up? Don't you dare talk to me like that. You stand, step up. Stand your ass up.
Ooh, Clint Eastwood, rise up.
Sit down, Karen. You're goddamn Karen, sit down.
Sit down, pussy.
Wait, she full punches him.
Oh, no, you're the dick. Do you want the priest to meet you on the ground? What about him? Mask up. Mask up.
Wow.
You got your mask.
The lack of self-awareness.
As soon as we get you later, you're going to jail. Bitch.
So like, all right, I'm pausing. There's so much here. There is so much here that we just have to go. Like the minute she lays a hand on this person, it's like, do you think it occurs to this woman like, oh man, I officially look really bad. I've now
it's
touched
for his health though, Chrissy. She had to punch him for his health.
Yeah,
catch
that's what my dad always would say growing up. Yeah,
she's protecting the elderly. Okay, single-handedly.
Punch an old guy.
Like, wouldn't she like get? That's not 6 feet apart. Like, wouldn't she get COVID by punching him? Like, or give him COVID by spitting on him?
Listen, it doesn't have to make sense to you because you're not a scientist. We're not scientists now, so we can't understand the nuances of this situation.
Maybe she wasn't spitting on him. Maybe she was just like putting hand sanitizer in her mouth and just using her mouth to distribute the hand sanitizer to like make sure he was, clean.
It's
I'm gonna need the fact checkers to tell me what to think about this video because I don't think my brain can quite my teeny weeny non-scientist brain can't quite figure it out.
And it's not enough for her to yell at this man and tell him it's wrong and shame.
Look how close she is to him.
She has to get in his face. It's like these people, they can't handle when it doesn't go their way because
it's very counterproductive. Like she's really up in there.
She is. She's within droplet distance here.
And yeah, she might as well just make out with them.
I think it's because these people, they've gone for 2 years having, the culture, the science, the propaganda on their side.
At this point.
So they can't handle when there's a free thinker who doesn't buy into it like they've been buying into it. And it just obviously makes them snap. All right, let's watch the rest of it. Now the flight attendant is trying to push her back with the drink cart, which I think is amazing.
Hear what he just said? He said, "You're going to double jail now."
You're going to double jail.
You're getting double jail now, lady.
And do you think this woman gets a lighter, punishment because she's a woman? Do you see that happening?
Wait
for
for
her?
the last 5 seconds, my friend.
Okay. Continuing the video.
You fucking piece of shit!
Piece of pussy, sit down, Karen. Sit down, Karen. Sit down, fucking Karen. Look, she punched me.
Put your fucking mask on! Tell him to put his mask on! Put your fucking mask on!
She scratched my face. I wanted to fuck out of here.
She doesn't even have a mask.
And he has a drink like in his hand this whole time.
She has nothing and has no mask on. I don't understand these people. Really
That's because you're not a scientist, LeeAnn.
I'm not a scientist. I don't understand.
I wish I had studied science so I could understand this altercation here.
Man, our tiny woman brains. It's unfortunate, but we'll keep watching.
Fucking mask
Put
on!
yours on, bitch.
I will put my mask on. I will put my mask on when you put your mask on. Thank you.
Wow. So hold on. Who is carting her off? Who is like grabbing
Probably
her handler?
no, what are they called? Like the air marshal.
You think
Usually they have like a hidden person on the plane that acts as a police officer.
Is there an air marshal on every flight?
Well, usually it's someone who's works in the line and they get designated to that seat. So if someone who's an officer that is flying just as a civilian, they'll be upgraded to air marshal when they go on the flight. I know this for no particular reason. But
he has been letting this go down for 1 minute and 41 seconds without, you know what I mean? Like, this is a lot to let her carry on for before being like,
what airline is this?
Good question. I
think it was Delta or something. Let me check. It's
Delta. All right,
let me see
the last 10 seconds of this.
She went crazy on the airplane. Punched this man in the face, spit on him, scratched him, pour hot water on my leg.
Pour hot water on my leg. She's had enough.
Yes, you are.
Yes,
that was the worst part of this.
Delta flight from Florida, Tampa, Florida.
Why is it always from
Florida?
Yeah.
Florida
always
woman.
Florida. Oh God.
So I don't know. Oops. Ashton, you're back. You're back.
My Wi-Fi is really hating me tonight.
Oh no.
I know. I love you guys though.
I love you too. What have we learned from this scene on this plane video here?
Bitch is crazy and women shouldn't have rights. That's what I think, honestly, at this point. Like, I hate to say it, but like, honestly, like maybe this woman should just be. Honestly, it's funny to me how like there's entire no-fly lists because of politics for the past couple of years, and chances are this lady's not going to be on a no-fly list, but she should be. Like, if anyone deserves to go on a no-fly list, it should be this woman right here. Like, if you're gonna like spit on someone, attack someone, pour like hot water on that poor woman's leg, like you probably shouldn't be on a fly.
And she
Isn't
probably
spitting on someone like a really big deal. Like, isn't that like a really big charge?
Well, yeah, it's like
if you have like a disease
bioterrorism.
or something, yeah, for sure.
I mean, she looks like she might have a disease.
She is a disease.
being a liberal.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why she shouldn't
is
vote
the
anymore.
disease.
I mean, I don't think voting works at all, but like, she shouldn't vote for sure.
Let's try to put ourselves in her brain though. Like, I know it's like we have to go down like 40 IQ points and we're already only at 40 in this collective room, but let's do our best here.
Well, we are women, Lauren. Women can't think.
If you're watching CNN like every single day, I remember at the beginning of the pandemic, before it was all in the news, like when I had a family member get sick, freaking out and thinking, oh my gosh, are they going to die? And then it kept going and going and going. And you get more information and find out it's not that dangerous for you when you're not younger. It's not that dangerous for most people, but some people are still in that mindset of like, we're in a zombie freaking apocalypse. This is Black Plague tier. A third of us are going to die. It still doesn't make sense. You shouldn't be flying at all if you're in that mindset. Like, you shouldn't be leaving your house if you think like that. So to me, the only logical process is it's a power thing.
Yeah,
like,
it is a power thing.
Well, that's what they don't have any power in their real life, so they have to like pick on strangers. Like, you're picking on an old man and getting held back from an old man. Like, does that make you feel like proud or badass? I hope not. He's an old man. Like, I just don't understand these people.
He had some spice to him, though. He was like not having it.
He kept calling her a Karen,
and you know she's furious at that because they get really mad when you call them that.
Apparently so.
Women. It's
Well, I don't
always
think white people are allowed to call other white people Karens, according to like Joy Reid. That's like racist.
But there's black Karens too. I don't think it's a racial thing. I think it's just a matter of women being a bitch. Like, notice how like I never
Joy
hear
Reid
men
said something about it's racist because only black people can use that. White people should not be calling white people Karens.
There's black Karens though.
I know. That's
For
what
sure.
Karens
Most
of
of the
all
Karens I
shades.
encounter are black. Like when I was working in a restaurant, they were all black. But the funny thing is that like they're either like black soccer moms or white soccer moms. It's the fact of being a white wine soccer mom. But the thing is, when it comes down to this pandemic thing, I noticed that like men, like if it's like a political person, like the men will talk about it on Twitter. But like I've never seen a man freak out in person over like COVID. Like maybe if it's like the rare instance where it's like if they don't want to put a mask on, then they like turn into like a bitch. But usually the people who like want everyone to wear a mask and like stand in line and like it's usually women.
Not weird.
Okay,
it's like that teachery mindset. Oh god.
I have a point I want to make here. I think that's
Venti.
because maybe women are more emotional in the moment and react more emotionally quickly. But when you find bitchy, effeminate men, they will be bitchier times 10 than what the women will do. I have a girlfriend.
Yeah, because they have the testosterone.
Who worked as a nurse, and she was getting fired with a few others for being unvaccinated. And one of the male nurses, not even gay, printed out McDonald's applications for them all and handed them out to everyone who was getting fired and said, "You're going to need these because you don't believe in science."
Are you sure they weren't gay? That's
not gay. Not even gay.
Would do that shit.
You know what?
I know.
You know what? That makes me think
gay.
of there's just I feel like there is a testosterone problem because here's the thing, even like the people who are anti-mask, like look, I don't think you should comply. I completely am against the mandates altogether. Like, but if you go into a private business and like start screeching in their face, like people who just work there about, I don't want to wear a mask, you look like a bitch. Just don't go into the business. Like, don't be a bitch overall.
I just want to say, I hope that she learned that being a hall monitor doesn't pay.
She didn't.
She's doing it for free.
And just like with my Karen, she escalated because she was not satisfied with the degree to which the Asian nail ladies were reprimanding me and my boyfriend's mom. Because if they had been like, "Oh no, such dishonor, get out of here," you know what I mean? She would have been like, "Yeah, I'm the best." But since they didn't give a fuck, she had to escalate it.
The hall monitor nobody asked for.